We also overheard that whatever fatality numbers you are hearing, and this is a quote, go ahead and add a couple of zeros. So FEMA's too busy with the border. A private hospital and the Army are going to take over body recovery, and private individuals with their private helicopters and their private planes are the ones who are flying in supplies.
Let me first say, my heart goes out to all the people affected by Hurricane Helene, no matter what part of the country you're in, especially these people in Western North Carolina, which I'm going to talk about. The federal disaster relief has been atrocious. Underreporting numbers of missing people and just offering $750, a slap in the face.
Relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met, such as food, baby formula, and the like. And
something needs to be done. If this isn't clear about what this administration is doing and the potential new administration would be doing.
My house washed away. I had a cat, I had 2 geckos.
Wow.
And I lost it all.
We lost everything, family, friends, homes, our jobs, everything, our animals. We have nothing. We got family members floating down the river.
Jackie and Alex say they're struggling to find help and that resources are strained.
FEMA's here. You know what FEMA just told us? We can't get you a phone. I have no ID. I have no way to pay for food.
Wow.
He has no way to get gas. We're stuck. So we have to sleep in a car that's leaking with the same clothes we've had on since the...
For now, these strangers have each other until they can find more help and reach family.
Yeah, she hopped in and she said, "Thank God for country people."
This little boy was nice enough to pick me up.
Reporting in Asheville, North Carolina, for AccuWeather, I'm Bill Waddell.
Now, this is ridiculous. This is the response of a third world country. The United States is supposed to be able to do better than this. Like, as far as the warning systems, like, these people were totally hit off guard. As far as the response after the fact, like, I'm seeing that private citizens are having to use their own resources to help in the rescue efforts. But there should be a much more organized response to this type of thing. It just makes me really believe that somebody's asleep at the wheel right now.
I just want to give you an update on here about where things are at with the hurricane. It's been really rough. I'm really tired. I'm really drained and exhausted. I only have cell service. I'm 11 miles from my house right now. I can only get here once a day max because I'm trying to conserve gas because there's no gas anywhere around.
And see, those are things we don't think about in a natural disaster. The lack of resources, the gas is out in that area. Like, that's a huge thing. You can't even run away if you wanted to at that point.
And they just cleared the landslide on the highway east of my house, so I'm able to get down the mountain. So today was the first day since Thursday that I've been able to get down to the mountain. We still have no power, no cell reception, no water since Thursday.
Took part of I-40. Jeez, look at those rushing waters. And people were trying to get out of there in their cars. It's heartbreaking, man. Then I heard that Elon Musk tried to send Starlink there to get them some communications and services, and they rejected it. He was pushed back by the federal government. It says SpaceX engineers are trying to deliver Starlink terminals, this is from Elon Musk, and supplies to devastated areas in North Carolina right now. And FEMA is both failing to help and won't let others help. This is unconscionable. They just took this video a few hours ago where you can see the level of devastation. That's that same I-40 right there where we were just watching the Russian waters. Roads, houses, electricity, water supply, ground internet connections completely destroyed. FEMA wouldn't let them land to deliver critical supplies. My blood is boiling. That was on October 4th, 2 days ago. It's crazy. in such a remote area. It's so hard to get to them. So somebody makes the effort to get there and then they get turned away. Well, let's see if there's an update on what happened. Okay, it looks like he did get through finally.
What I'm trying to do is get the Starlink into them, just because I want to make a point that they're literally the only reason that we can connect with our convoy is because we've got a Starlink sitting in the window.
So it seems like they were able to get through. He said Starlink is the only reason they're able to communicate after the Hurricane Helene. They're literally the only reason we can connect with our convoy. Wow. This person seems to say they're up and running in North Carolina 1 hour ago. Okay, on Thursday. It happened on Thursday. Monday, September 23rd. It was going through Miami. By the time it hit North Carolina, upgraded to Category 1, September 25th. Saturday, September 28th. And so it looks like it made landfall 28th. So Saturday, 28th is the major date for North Carolina. All roads in the west of the state could be considered closed due to flooding, damaged debris, and fallen trees and power lines. Town of Asheville was largely underwater and cut off, with local Sheriff Quentin Miller declaring to say this caught us off guard would be an understatement. The NHC issued its final bulletin on the now dissipated storm, but warned widespread and significant river flooding was still ongoing across the southern Appalachians, and lengthy power outages were expected.
If you have ever stepped foot in these Appalachian mountains and hiked them, we need you here. We need foot. We need people on foot. If you have ever hiked the Rocky Mountains, get here. We need you. We need people experienced in hiking. There's only a few ways to these people. It is through foot, horseback, or helicopter. Dirt bikes, ATVs, side-by-sides. If you have them and can get to East Tennessee or Western North Carolina, we need you. Do not listen to the news when they tell you that they don't want you, they don't need you. I'm telling you, I am here.
And see, that's the thing. You got the news telling us one thing. You got the media literally telling us something totally different. You got them underreporting the devastation. Obviously, if we didn't have the internet, we wouldn't know this. This lady couldn't get her story out.
I live here. I have been already. I'm telling you, we need you. We want you here. The hell with what FEMA says. The hell with what American Red Cross says. They're not here. I'm telling you, they're not here helping. It's been a week and they're not here. We need manpower. So if you are an experienced hiker, we need you in East Tennessee and Western North Carolina. If you are experienced dirt biker, we need you. If you are experienced in ATVs, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, whatever, we need you. We cannot get automobiles up in there. Trucks is not an option. Cars is not an option. If you own private helicopters, we need you. If they threaten to arrest you, we got you as the American people.
All right. Well, it looks like they're getting some people in there that have these ATVs. Man. Cutting down trees. This is crazy. It seems like they're reporting that there's been at least 227 deaths across 6 states. I've heard the number go as high as 900. The underreporting is very interesting because it seems like they want this thing to go away. Why? Because we're in the middle of election season. The response to this could swing that election. 100% it could, because you got somebody who's representing the incumbency. And so this is the important thing that we need to find out is what are these real numbers and how can we get these people up there as much help as possible? Shalana Jordan hasn't given up hope that her 70-year-old parents, Nola and Robert Ramager, will be located after Swanoa, North Carolina, was ravaged by catastrophic flooding last week. She told CNN, "I have a small glimmer of hope because every single other person in the neighborhood was saved or found alive." That's good. Who last spoke with her mom the morning of the 27th, she complained jokingly about the power going out, but said they were okay. But I never heard from her again. Probably because you can't get any communication over there. till now with the Starlink. She expressed concern about her parents not being able to swim and having gone out without their medications. After this many days, I'm fearing the worst. Oh, man.
We were sitting in the private portion of the airport, and we got to overhear an awful lot. The Army pilots, the Navy pilots, hospital representatives, there was a lot of chatter. While we were there, a private jet landed and 4 FEMA representatives got off. Four people off of a private jet. Come to find out, and you're not going to hear this, so let me tell you. Come to find out, Mission Hospital was told, a private hospital, that they are going to go ahead and be the morgue center for body recovery. All of the Army Chinook helicopters you're seeing flying overhead, they are doing body recovery. FEMA said, and you can take this as a direct quote, said that they are too tied up at the border to send any more representatives. Yeah, at the border. So anyhow, I guess border control trumps whatever's going on here. So they told Mission Hospital they are not sending refrigerated trucks so that they can stack the bodies up. And we also overheard that whatever fatality numbers you are hearing, and this is a quote, go ahead and add a couple of zeros. So FEMA's too busy with the border. A private hospital and the Army are going to take over body recovery, and private individuals with their private helicopters and their private planes are the ones who are flying in supplies. I was at Hangar 10, I was picking up supplies. There was a stack for the Cajun Navy. There was a stack that looked like it was ASPCA. These are all being sent by private individuals. FEMA is doing nothing.
The people in North Carolina, you deserve to hear this. I'm a truck driver, all right? I have a 53-foot step deck. I've been trucking for about 2.5 years. I have a YouTube channel. You can verify that on Babyline Hotshot. Usually in a disaster situation, it is payday for truckers. We look for that hurricane. We look for that ice storm. There's generators coming to you. There's stuff coming out of military bases. There is excavators, skid steers, bulldozers, tree trimming equipment, pumps, like water pumps to pump water out of places that have been flooded. There's no loads on the load board coming to you within 125 miles of Asheville. It's called Truck Stop. This is where I find all my loads. Chicago, Illinois, up at the top. Within 250 miles of Chicago is where I'm going to pick up. The second is the destination. So it goes origin, destination. Watch. See? Drop-off location. Let's do city. North Carolina. Click it. Boom. All right. These are all $1.40 a mile loads, $1.39. That was posted yesterday. I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing. These are loads that you wouldn't even, nobody's taking them. They're just on the load board. They've been on there since yesterday. You can see, right? Let's type in a different city. That's from Chicago. Just on the load board. They've been on there since yesterday. You can see, right? Let's type in a different city. That's from Chicago. Maybe Tennessee, maybe Nashville is closer, and they'd send resources from Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee, within 250 miles of Nashville, to Asheville, North Carolina, within 125 miles. Let's see, that's it. That's all the loads. That's all the loads that are 28,000 pounds in length. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I mean, what the hell's going on here? I had brokers call me and tell me, Stu, have you seen any loads going to Asheville or like anywhere around the Carolinas, South Carolina, Georgia? Is there any like FEMA loads? There's none. Zero. He's been a broker for 6 years. And he's talking to other brokers. They're saying the same thing. What's going on, guys?
What's going on indeed. Needs to be some investigation into what's going on here. These people are definitely being underserved in a country where they pay taxes. Anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comments. My hearts and prayers go out to the people affected by Hurricane Helene to help people who really need it most. This isn't a political moment. This is definitely like about preservation of life.